What's up guys, I'm back and I'm bringing another deck guide video for you today, and this time it's with the new Rage of the Sea Skellige leader ability, and this deck guide is brought to you by Team Bandit Gang. Yes, I'm proud to announce that I recently joined Team Bandit Gang. If you don't know who we are, we're a group of GWENT content creators, writers, and pro players. And if you're interested and want to know more, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the website in the description below, and I'd appreciate it if you check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and, just like the last video I did, kind of do a short little overview of the cards that I chose for this deck, go over some considerations, and then hop into a game to show you guys how everything looks in action. So right off the bat, the new leader ability, Rage of the Sea, for those who don't know, you spawn Rain on an enemy row for 1 turn, and a Deafening Siren on the opposite row, 3 charges. Important to note, Deafening Siren is a beast, and it has 2 power. And Rain, at the start of the owner's turn, damage 2 random enemy units in this row by 1. It's really fun leader ability. I like it a lot so far. And with the stratagem, I just went ahead and picked Magic Lamp because there's nothing in this deck really that you want to be boosting with Crystal Skull or TA, so I just went ahead and took the 5 points with the lamp. And right off the bat, you can notice we're non-devotion here since we're running Oniromancy. Now, even though it did get a slight nerf by 1 provision, still a really insanely good card. Just provides extra consistency to be able to play any card from your deck, and it's an echo card, so as long as you don't get hit by a squirrel, just really good consistency. And Hemdall. So Hemdall is just, I mean, on his own, a really good card. 8-point body, able to deal 1 damage to multiple units in a row. But since we're running the newly reworked Greatswords, he just, I mean, Hemdall's even better with the Greatswords. So let me jump to the Greatswords real quick. So this card got completely reworked in the latest patch. It's now 10 strength, but its ability is deploy damage self by 5. Then whenever an enemy unit takes damage, heal self by 1. So I actually really like this change. It kind of caps out its max value at 10. Before it was just kind of infinite value that it could just generate, but it's I feel it's a little bit more fair. It's pretty fun. I kind of like the new Greatswords. So Hemdall paired with Greatsword, just really nice, and Wild Boar as well. Wild Boar also synergizes with Greatsword and Hemdall as well. If you can get some good pings with Hemdall, get some more red damage, Wild Boar can be a really insane finisher. And then we have Heatwave. I feel like Heatwave is almost an auto include at this point in non-devotion decks. I mean, it gets so much value when there's people who are playing double ball, or maybe there's people who play Scoia'tael and they TA their Dunka like right away. It's just really good value. Saval Blood Totem, just a really good card. I mean, you see this in a lot of Skellige decks. But one thing I do like about this deck as well is the Saval Blood Fanatics. Once they go berserk and transform into a bear abomination, they turn into a beast. And that is pretty important. We'll get to that in a second, though. Next up, we have Crow Mother. So Crow Mother, just a really good card. She's a druid, and when she deploys, spawn 2 crows in this row. Again, more beasts. Kind of noticing a theme here, huh? And whenever you play an alchemy card, summon Crow Mother from your graveyard to a random allied row. So just an insane value for this card. And we are running 5 alchemy cards in this deck, so you're gonna have some good opportunities to bring Crow Mother back from the grave. And then we have Ermion, another druid, and just a little bit more consistency. Like I said, we are running 5 alchemy cards in the deck, so just a nice little consistency here with Ermion. Grimmist, another druid, and Grimmist is just, honestly, personally, just one of my favorite cards. I really like Grimmist. He's a 6-point body, able to purify any unit, can purify defender, Purify Locks and Poison, and then refresh this ability whenever you play an alchemy card. And like I already said, we got plenty of alchemy cards, so you do have potential refreshes with his ability. And now here we go. This is one of the MVPs of this deck, Axel 3 Eyes. So he's a druid as well. You're mainly going to be wanting to use his ranged ability. There are maybe certain situations where you want to do his melee ability, spawn a crow in this row, but that's only 7 for 7, not very good. 9 out of 10 times you're going to be wanting to use his range ability, which is boost self by 1 for each allied beast. So with this deck, the game plan is generally to just swarm the board with beasts in round 1, and then usually dry past round 2. Kind of depends on your opponent and the card you have in your hand. But generally you want to swarm the board with beasts in round 1, and then you play your great swords and leader charges in round 3. But we have a lot of beasts in this deck, so Axel 3 Eyes, if you can, as long as you don't get wide punished, Axel is going to play for a lot of points. I think the tallest I might have got him was 15, I want to say. I think 15. So, I mean, 15 for 7 is just insane. And then Decoction, just a really good alchemy card. Good removal as well, and damage a unit by 1 6 times. The Great Sword still gets 1 ping of health per 1 ping of damage, so you can potentially get 6 points of health with the Decoction here. And then we have Freya's Blessing, another alchemy card. When I first put this in the deck, I kind of thought my main target for Freya's Blessing would be the Great Sword, and you can definitely still use Freya's Blessing for the Great Sword, but I've been actually finding myself using it more on the Crow Messenger, and I'm gonna skip to the Crow Messenger here real quick. This card is also just really, really good value. So let's look at the ability. Deploy, summon all copies of this unit from your graveyard to this row. If you hold an alchemy card, also summon all copies from your deck. So just really a really good card. I think in the latest patch is when it got buffed to 4 strength. So, and it as well, it has the beast tag, another beast here. So basically what you want to do is maybe round 1 you have 1 in hand and then 1 in your deck, and then if you hold an alchemy card, let's say if you're holding Decoction or something like that, you play this down and then the other one comes down, so it's 8 points on the board plus thinning. But what's also really nice as well, let's say you get Crow Mother in the grave round 1, and then you get your Crow Messengers in the grave round 1, and then let's say round 3 you want to play your Freya's Blessing, play a Bronze Skellige unit from your graveyard and give it Doomed. Well, you can use Freya's Blessing to bring back your Crow Messenger, and if you res 1 Crow Messenger and play it, then it's going to summon your other Crow Messenger from your graveyard. And then on top of that, since this is an alchemy card, if you have Crow Mother in your graveyard, she's going to come back too. So that's a 12-point play if you can get Crow Mother and Crow Messengers in your graveyard in like round 1, and then play a Freya's Blessing in round 3. So just really, really nice play. And let's go back. We skipped over Bomb Heaver. I mean, pretty much an auto-include in any non-devotion deck at this point. Crow Clan Druid. Just a nice Druid card, boost adjacent beast by 2. I mean, you're going to have plenty of crows on the board. We have a couple bears as well that you can get some value from this. So just a really nice card. Golden Froth, just a cheap 4 provision alchemy card. Nothing too crazy, but it's another alchemy card in your deck. Pretty good value. And then 2 Crow's Eye Rhizomes. Spawn 2 crows in Ally Road. If you control a druid, spawn 3 crows instead. And we have a decent amount of druids in the deck. We have the Crow Clan Druid. We have Axel, Grimmist, Crow Mother. So a pretty decent amount. You should be able to you should be able to fit this condition most of the time here. And yeah, like I said, we're going to be swarming the board with all these crows here. And then 2 Savage Bears, just really good 4 provision card. And then they got the Beast tag on top of that, which is really nice. 2 Tear Search Bear Masters, give an allied beast vitality for 3 turns. Or if you own 2 of them, get the bonded ability, you can just boost them by 3 instead. So potentially really nice 7 for 4 card. And then Squirrel. Squirrel is just one of my favorite cards. Banish a card from your opponent's graveyard, so really good for banishing those echo cards like Neuromancy or AA or Ardgaith or whatever it may be. And as well, it has the Beast tag, so more Beast synergy, which is nice. So that's the deck. A couple considerations you might want to make. You could potentially put in Morkvarg here, maybe swap out like Heatwave. Morkvarg does synergize as well with the Great Swords. I personally have been getting more value out of Heatwave though, because although Morkvarg damages an enemy unit by 1 until it's damaged, it doesn't kill a unit. It doesn't remove it from the board. So Heatwave just able to banish a unit is just insane value, I think. Like I said, you can use it on really tall units. Also good against if someone's playing double ball. Also really good against Ygern. Then they can't Ozrel it for a finisher. So in my opinion, Heatwave sees more constant value, but Morkvarg is definitely a consideration. And then as well, Tear Search Bearmaster, pretty decent 4 provision card, but you could probably swap him out for something else. Maybe if you want some removal, you can definitely put in Stunning Blow or maybe even Gutting Slash. It's pretty easy to get Bloodthirst with this deck, especially with the rain, the leader charges. Unless maybe you're playing against like Northern Realms. So yeah, you could definitely swap out Bearmasters if you want, or if you want more units, you could just put in maybe like a where is it, the Tear Search Veteran. I mean, it doesn't really have any synergy with anything in the deck though, but it's still a decent 4 provision card. But if you were to swap them out, I'd probably go for like Gutting Slash or Stunning Blow. And I think that's pretty much it. So I have gone 13-3 with this leader ability, which is actually absolutely insane. And if you, just in case if you don't believe me, I'm gonna pull up my stats here. Here are my stats. Absolutely insane. Wins current season, Skellige 13, 16 matches. So 13-3 with Rage of the Sea so far. It's just absolutely insane at the time of recording this video. Okay, so that's the deck. I'm going to go ahead and hop into a game here and show you how it plays. Alright, and we found a game, and we're going up against Scoia'tael, one of the new leader abilities here. I've been seeing a lot of people play this. We're on blue coin, okay. So Nature's Gift, the Symbiosis leader. Alright, so we're on blue coin. We got some pretty good draws here, actually. Crow Mother, which is nice. Crow Messenger, Heatwave, Oniro. We do want 1 bear. What else are we looking for? Maybe Axel. I mean, this is a pretty decent round 1 hand. Probably get rid of that. Pretty nice. Could probably get rid of... I don't think we need Freya's Blessing right now. Alright, this is actually a pretty good hand. Okay, so blue coin. I usually like to start off with either Crow Mother or Crow Messenger. I'm just going to go ahead and lay down Crow Messenger here. And like I said, since we hold an alchemy card, we actually have 2 here, Crow's Eye Rizoma and Golden Froth. The other one just comes flying out of our deck here. Okay. This would actually be a point where it kind of would be nice to have removal, like a Stunning Blow or something, to kill that, but that's alright. So then I think we are good to go ahead and play Crow Mother here. I'm trying to think, what do we want to Nero? Plays a Hamadryad. He kills one of our crows, that's kind of sad. We can do a couple different things here. We can go into our Golden Froth. We can go into our Crow's Eye Rhizome. We could go Savage Bear as well. We definitely want to get one of these in the graveyard. I'm still trying to think, what do we want to Oniro? Might save it for maybe if we need like Decoction for removal or something. I'm gonna go ahead and play the bear now, since we have a bleeding target. And he's just gonna go ahead and give vitality to that, alright. Actually buffs to 6, so that's actually not a bad target for Decoction. It's not bad. We can also... we could pull out Ermion as well, just to get a little bit more thinning. I'm just trying to think if I want to deal with that right now, or if I want to save the Decoction. I might save the Decoction because he could be playing Dunka. We might want to save it for Dunka or something. So I think for now, I'm just going to go ahead and play Crow's Eye Rhizome. We still have a pretty good here lead here by 15 points. And as long as we don't get punished, wide punish, our Axel is going to be pretty nice here. And I feel like a lot of people aren't really running like wide removal. They're running more tall removal. Okay, so he's probably going to pull out... okay, Volunteers. Yeah, I have seen that card used a little bit more now. These 4 power 5 provision thinning cards are pretty nice. Oh, he used a leader charge as well? Okay, he's trying to get ahead. Okay. Well, I think that's fine. That's fine. I think we'll just play... how many more alchemy cards do we have? We got 3 more in our deck. I just don't want to blow off all my alchemy cards right away because we definitely want to save some for Crow Mother come back. I'm just going to play Froth for now just to stay ahead. And we could probably Oniro. Sure. Rebuke, okay. Kills my lamp, sure. Don't really have a problem with that. Actually, if that grows like super tall, we can maybe just heat wave it. We could Oniro for... honestly, maybe Crow's Eye or Totem. Crow's Eye is going to get us 3 more beasts. Totem is going to be some pretty good value. We might need... I don't know, we might need Totem for more points here. What did we commit? We haven't commit much. I mean, Crow Mother, but we can always get her back, right? He's kind of pushing us hard here, so I think I'm going to pull out Totem. And then we can click this, they transform into beasts, and then we play our 3 eyes, and we get a lot of points. If we need to get out of the round, we could play Great Sword and use a couple leader charges, but I want to save my leader charges if I can. And like I said, we could heat wave this as well, but I want to hang on to this for potentially something taller, although that is pretty tall right there. Okay, so he's going to kill one of those, sure. Okay, so even though This is a net 0 by clicking the totem here, because this transforms to a 6 and this goes to a 2. We still want to click it to get one more beast. So really, it's a +1 by clicking this totem. So Axel's going to play for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. He's going to play for 13. We could also use a leader charge as well to get another beast on the board, is what I'm considering, but like I said, I want to try and save those leader charges, so I think I'm going to hold on to them. Alright, blue coin kind of sucks, but as long as we don't lose on even, I think we're fine. Oh, he has Heat Wave. Okay. Okay, so we can do a couple different things. We can Heat Wave his Hamadryad. We can also go Greatsword and Leader Charge. I might go Greatsword here. If we go Greatsword, he's gonna go 5. This is gonna play for 4, right? Because they're gonna do 2 damage plus 2, and then actually spawn a Siren. So that's gonna be... Oh man, I gotta do the maths in my head. I guess we go ahead and do it. Barely puts us ahead by 2 points. It pinged the Hamadryad, which I kind of didn't want, because I still might want to Heat Wave that. Force Protector, Rebuke, right? Gonna hit the Greatsword? Okay, kills a messenger. Oh man, this is bad. We are losing on even pretty bad here. Might just play Wild Boar. How much is Wild Boar gonna be here? It's gonna be... $11 points and then 3, right? If I'm doing my math right. So I was gonna take him down to 40 and then... I mean, we could still get ahead, but... That's costing so much, man. That I really don't want to lose on even. It seems like this leader is actually pretty damn strong. Nature's Gift. Oh, there's the Dunka. Okay. So... might actually have to Heat Wave that. Okay, no, he just takes the ping right away. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to play our Heat Wave here. We kind of commit a lot, but he's commit a lot as well. He's been playing very aggressive. I mean, we get carryover with Crow Mother. We still have another Greatsword, Hemdall. I think we just go ahead and play the Heat Wave. I'm questioning if I want to use a leader charge. But even if we play the Heat Wave, he could just get ahead real easily. No, I think we just lose on even. Yeah, I think we lose on even. That kind of sucks, but I mean, we can still come back. He played very aggressive this round 1. This is not bad. I don't know if we need Grimaced. We might. We might, because he could have Defender. Could be decent to Purify Vitality as well. I'm gonna hang on to this hand, actually. Freya's Blessing is also really good. But maybe I should have mulliganed for a cheap bronze. Yeah, I probably should have mulliganed for something else. We could play our Oniro, but I don't want to hold the Oniro. Freya's Blessing is going to play for a lot of points. Yeah, I should have mulliganed for a cheap bronze here. That was kind of a bad move, I think. Alright, so I think we either play Grimmist or Oniro into maybe like Ermion. I think I'm just going to play the Grimmist. Not a great move on my part. I probably should have mulliganed for a cheap bronze. But we can still come back. Okay, so that would have been nice to throw away. Bomb Heaver would have been nice to throw away as well. So I'm going to mulligan that. And mulligan... Probably mulligan that. Alright. Not great, but not terrible either. Probably want to use Oniro for Greatsword or Decoction. We do have Ermion, though, to tutor out Decoction. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is start off with Freya's Blessing. Here we go, Crow Messenger, brings back Crow Mother. And it brings back the other Crow, so 12-point play, pretty nice. He has 2 leader charges. I have 2 leader charges as well. But he does have double last save, which is really bad for us. Okay, so... then we just go ahead and get rid of the Bearmaster here. We can just buff up one of these crows. And then I think next turn, depending on what he's playing, we're gonna want to start using our leader charges here. Hamadryad, that might be our Heat Wave. It could be Decoction as well. I think I'm gonna Decoction it. Ermion. Decoction. He's not row stacking either to play against my leader. That kind of sucks. I'm not sure what cards he has left. He played quite a lot in round 1. He did kind of play a lot. But I lost my Wild Boar, which is a huge, huge finisher. Lost my Totem as well. Hemdall's probably not going to see too much value here, since he's only got 1 unit on the board so far. Shaping Nature, okay. Alright, I think that's actually our Heat Wave. And it's spawned there, which is kind of nice. We can just leader that. Although, I think... I think I'm actually going to go play Greatsword now and then leader. He could have potentially something taller that I want to remove, like a gourd, but I mean, he has double last say, so even if he's playing gourd, probably can't Heat Wave him. But I just want to start getting our leader charges out here. I don't think he has any more tall removal. He already played his Heat Wave, unless maybe he's playing like Sheldon or something. We'll see. Yeah, this leader seems pretty strong. Squirrel, oh shit. I respect the squirrel. Oh, he banished my greatsword. Never mind, I don't respect it. What the heck, bro? Okay, so I guess we take the heat wave now. Right? Yeah, I guess we take the heat wave now. I wish he was row stacking a little bit harder, but it's pretty smart of him not to, because it makes my leader worse. It also makes my Hemdall worse. Let's just take the heat wave. I actually don't have to use this leader right now. So let's wait then, because it's just gonna kill this tree ant, make our Hemdall a little bit worse. Wondering what his last few cards are though. Maybe he just has garbage in his hand. Although I'm sure he probably has Gourd. One of them is probably Gourd. Maybe like Dwarven Agitator. Comes the last leader charge. Oniro, okay. Forgot he had Oniro. Circle of Light. If he pulled that, then his last couple cards are golds probably. Okay, so we got one leader charge and we have Hemdall. So we're up by a decent amount. We can still potentially win this. This is why I really like this deck. We lost on even round 1. We could still come back. I'm just trying to think. I guess does it matter? What if I Hemdall first and then we... I actually want to kill this with the pings, but I doubt it. I'm not gonna kill it. Give me the pings. Ooh, ooh, sniped, Hemdall Pog. That's a Pog. That's a Pog. And it buffs our greatsword. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Rebuke. Okay. Show me the gourd. I mean, we're still up 24 points. That's gotta be a fat gourd. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Losing on even and we still won. That's the power of this deck, man. That's the power of this deck. See, I saw people picking this leader ability and they basically made the same warrior archetype deck from last season just with this leader. While, I mean, that still seems like a pretty powerful deck. It was just kind of boring in my opinion. Which is why I wanted to try something different. And I love this deck, man. It is so much fun. I love this leader ability. It might even be my favorite Skellige leader ability now. Although I haven't really messed with Battle Trance yet. I really gotta check that out. Maybe I'll do a video on that as well. But that's the video. That's it. And just to let you guys know, I do stream on Twitch, usually 3 to 4 days out of the week. The link will be in the description below. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you want to see some more types of videos, more deck guides, maybe for a different faction. As you can probably tell, Skellige is my favorite faction, so that's why I've done 2 deck guide videos on Skellige so far. But let me know what you think, and that's it for now. Appreciate you guys. See you later.